Welcome to you, my name's Dale and this is Dale's Addiction. Today's video is the things I hate about my luxury handbags. Viv Connolly started this tag and I will put her video below. She's a super engaging YouTuber and if you have not seen her yet, I highly recommend checking out her channel. She tagged me and so did Amelia Rose from Amelia Rose's Closet, and her take on this tag was really quite interesting as well, so I will link her video below too. So the first bag I'm going to pick on is my favourite bag, which is the Fendi Mini Peekaboo. Now, those of you who've been watching my channel for a little while might say, I've never heard you say anything bad about these bags, Dale. Yeah, well, you know, there are some things. Well, I should say one thing in relation, actually two things in relation to this bag. The first one is that this bag is split into two compartments, and if you wear this bag crossbody, your ability to access the pieces that are closer to your body is difficult because it's pressed up against your body. So you can just mitigate the impact of that one by simply putting all of the things that you use the most in the front pocket of the bag and the things you use the least on the pocket that's closer to your body. Simple fix, no problem. And the second thing that annoys me about the Fendi Peekaboo is the strap connection. So you can see here, this strap is a loop and a big loop, and you connect it onto the bag like so. The issue is this strap, now I've gotten that in the mix. The issue is that this strap does not have a swivel on it, and so it can get twisted up, and then you have to try and untwist it and perhaps put the strap on in a different way, as opposed to, say, the Peekaboo strap, which has a swivel on it. And so you can see how this piece here moves, and so as the strap moves, it readjusts and you can straighten it. And that is a really important point of a crossbody bag, and I'm not sure why they haven't done that on the Peekaboo, to be honest. Most of the Louis Vuitton claw connections all have this swivel ability as well, which makes them much more multifunctional. So something that, yeah, it bugs me a little bit. I find myself constantly adjusting the strap on the Peekaboo because it doesn't have that swivel functionality. Now the next piece I'm going to pick on is my Louis Vuitton twist bag. Why would you create a bag in the most beautiful epi leather without feet? This leather is very hardy, yes, and it's very beautiful, but also extraordinarily prone to scratching. Even if you don't pick it straight up, if it kind of drags a little bit, there's a chance that you might be able to scratch this and scratch some of the color off of the leather because it is a textured finish. If you can hear my nails running against it. So it's not just looking textured, it actually is textured. No feet. Why? It's the same with my Murakami bag. Look at that big flat surface. No feet. So this bag, it makes this bag super high maintenance. I am going to try and stop saying super. If I do, pull me up for it in the comments down below. Alright. The next bag that I'm going to pick on is my Lady Dior. Now, I have picked on this one publicly before in the comparison video I did between the My Lady Dior and the Fendi Mini Peekaboo that I showed earlier. There's a couple of things about this bag that are pet peeves. The first one, it has feet, but they are these funny little pointed feet, which means that if the bag isn't loaded evenly, it will still topple over because they are just balancing on these little round nibs. There's no flat surface for the feet to really make connection with the surface area that it's sitting on. So you will still put this bag down carefully and it will topple over. Why? The next thing about this bag is this flap. I mean, the bag is so small, I don't even understand why you need to have a closure on it, to be honest. If somebody's hands are that small and quick that they can get into your bag and pinch things, good for them. This bag is ridiculous in terms of its closure. The flap is a bane of my existence. The zipper is still painful. I do not know why Dior haven't come up with a better way to close this bag. And finally, for my particular style of My Lady Dior, it's the ABC, and I purchased it when the strap was not quite long enough to crossbody. The styles before with the badges were long enough to crossbody. The styles that are out now are long enough to crossbody. For some reason, my style wasn't, so I've had to purchase an aftermarket strap so that I have the capacity to wear this bag crossbody, which was really annoying. Having said all of that, I love it, it's beautiful, but annoying. Okay, here we move into some dangerous territory. My Chanel 19 from the 21P collection in caramel. What could ever be wrong with this bag, you ask? Well, not much, to be honest. It is. I just love feeling it. It's so beautiful. The issue with regard to this bag, twofold. One, I don't think there needed to be a magnet on this back flap here. It's just an extra strain that you put on an already delicate bag because this bag is lamb. The flap is tight enough that you can slip your phone in and out without needing to have the magnet there for extra security. I don't know if you can see that there. And so I do not use this pocket with my plus size phone in it because I find that I'm constantly using my fingernails to pop the bag open and get my phone in and out. And I just don't think it was a necessary design element. Some of you might say otherwise, but for me, functionally, it's really cumbersome. And the other thing that is a little bit irritating about this bag is wearing it on your shoulder. It tends to slip off just because of the weight of the chain. So, I mean, you just wear it differently and that's fine, but it does slip off a little bit. Now this bag, also one other thing, it's only just long enough to crossbody on me. It sits a bit high for my liking in terms of comfort, but it's doable. But that will just start me on a tangent about Chanel straps in general. Why are Chanel bags so annoying with regard to straps? It's like you've got to play the Goldilocks of bag trying on to get a bag that actually suits your body frame and your height. How many people find the wok way too long? The wok is the smallest bag. It's not even a bag. It's a crossbody bag. Yet the strap is the longest. Why? The strap on the wok is the longest, and for me this is even long on me, and I am 5'5". Now this could be a touch shorter, but I'm not going to complain because this is one bag from Chanel that I don't have issues so much with the strap being too short. Whilst we're on long strap, the Chanel Jumbo in the classic flap range. Why is the strap on this bag so long? Now this is the length that you want all of the bags to be when they are doubled up on your shoulder. However, when you pull this one through, it is so long for crossbody for the size of the bag. It really only looks good crossbody if you're wearing it over the top of a coat. And a lot of smaller people don't like the Jumbo simply because of how long the strap is. Then Chanel seasonal bags. Now, I recently purchased this denim bag in the 20B collection. Again, I'm a little bit taller. I'm not tall, but I'm taller than a petite person, and curvier, meaning that there is more body for the strap to get around. Now, the strap on this bag, again, sits fairly short on me crossbody. I can do it. It looks good with a dress. It looks a little bit funny with pants. It would not work with a jacket unless I had it crossbodied on my sweater inside of my jacket, but on the outside of my jacket it wouldn't work. So a seasonal style where it's slightly longer than the regular medium classic flap, but still too short. My seasonal flap of 2012 is a perfect crossbody length. This one is long enough to wear crossbody and in proportion to the bag. The other thing that this one has is the two rivets that are sitting side by side instead of one in the front and one in the back, meaning the adjustability is much easier to take care of. So I just don't understand why Chanel can't be consistent in their design. I know seasonal is seasonal, but functionality is forever. The last bag that I'm going to pick on today is my beloved Petite Boy Chapeau in the hard-sided luggage. This bag is a beautiful bag. It does not fit my phone. Now, I don't have a small phone. If I did, I would try it, but I like plus size phones because I tend to do a lot of emailing and things on my phone, and iPads, you know, for me are quite redundant. So this bag is beautiful except for the fact it does not fit my plus size phone. And finally, my beautiful Baguette. If you can guess what the issue with this one is, there will be no prize because it's pretty obvious. The strap length on the Baguette is just painful. It really is. And given the style of this bag, it's pretty difficult to add another strap to it and not be too much, because this bag is too much and that's what it's meant to be. So this is the hand carry strap, but then there is another strap that you can attach. So you can attach this strap, and really it's not very, very long at all. It sits at about hip height when you wear this bag on your shoulder, and crossbody is just not an option for this bag for me. It does look pretty cool on some people who are happy to wear it just under their breasts, but my boobs are big enough, thank you very much, without having a baguette wedged underneath them. That is not a look that I am going for. So look, luxury handbags, they're like anything. We're always compromising because we are not the people designing them, but we still buy them. We accept these compromises because the overall beauty of the bag is beautiful. And by no means are any of these peeves enough for me at this stage to move any of these bags out of my collection. So tell me, what do you hate about your luxury handbags? Do you have any pet peeves that you'd like other people to know about so that they're informed when they consider these bags or consider adding these bags to their collections? If you've liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribing if you haven't already. I put out videos on Wednesdays and Sundays. I will see you next time. Bye.